Right.
Good evening, everybody, and I'd like to welcome Eamon Galligan, and we're going to have a chat about the first weekend of the Camrose Trophy 2022. At the moment, Eamon, it's been played on Real Bridge due to the Omicron variant. What do you think? Do you think the second weekend will be live or still on Real Bridge?
I don't know, because I haven't got any idea what's going to happen.
A crystal ball.
The what is it? It's in Scotland. It's supposed to be in Scotland, and it's only 6 weeks' time.
Yeah, so it's quite close. So if we just have a look at the table, we can see that England going into the last match, and they're on the last 16 boards of 32. England are leading on 52 victory points. Scotland are one of the Scottish teams are second on 45. Ireland are third on 42.97. Northern Ireland are fourth, and Wales are fifth. And Scotland, the second Scottish team, as they're the host nation, are in last place. So we can see, I was looking at this earlier on, Eamon, and the England, the difference between England and Ireland is effectively a 14-6 or a 14 and a half, 5.5 victory point win to England in the England-Ireland match. Yeah. If they add another 4 victory points and take another 4 victory points away,
yeah, it'll be 48-47 or something.
Yeah, it's going to be an awful lot closer. And with another weekend to go, sure, that's what can happen in the second weekend. So it's very close in reality. So now we'll go on to Real Bridge, and we'll have a quick look at the scores on Real Bridge.
And you get England with 66.
Okay, so we can see England are now 12 victory points in the lead. Ireland are second. The SBU have dropped to third. Wales have come quite close to Ireland and the SBU. They were in last place when we looked at them. And Scotland, I think, have been there pretty much all the time. So we'll have a look. Which match are you looking at, Eamon?
Any match you want me to look at, I have.
Okay, so we'll on our screen, I'll have a look at Tom Hanlon, and I see Mark Moran and John Carroll have come in for the second half in place of Adam Mesber and Nick Fitzgibbons. So we'll have a look at the Tom Hanlon match. And what we'll do is, Eamon, we'll have a look for a couple of boards, have a chat, and then we'll have a little break before the last couple of boards of this set, just for a cup of tea for us. So here we are. We're on board 18. What board are they on over the other side?
18.
Perfect. And they've just finished bidding it 4 spades to by the east.
Spade, 3 clubs. Yeah, they're same contract in the other room as well.
Yeah, and I think it's going to go off. They have to lose 2 hearts. A spade is 3, and the ace of diamonds is 4.
4.
They can't establish, if they had time and entries, with the Queen of Clubs being third in the south hand, they'd have time to be able to establish the club to discard a heart. But my prediction is
no discard, is it?
No, I don't. Well, no, but if you had the ability to play the ace king of clubs, ruff a club, but you don't have the ability. You don't have the ability. So I think even if they let a heart, if they lead a diamond and don't switch a heart, you might have a chance. Well, is there a lead at the other table?
There is, yeah. They have it down already.
What is it?
Looks like it was a heart queen.
Heart queen.
Queen of hearts,
yeah. On the lead of a heart and the continue of a heart, I think this is going to be 4 spades -1 at both sides of the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, heart continued. There's just no way they can make the trick, set the tricks up. So that was obviously a Bergen raise, some sort of Bergen raise by West at our table here. Barnett Schenken.
You can click on it and it'll tell you.
Yeah. Invitational in spades, 4 or 3. I don't know, maybe that's a singleton. I don't know what that means.
An invitational in spades, 4 or 3 singleton.
Well, I don't think there was a. Well, there wasn't a singleton.
No, so it was 4 then. Invitational plus he was. So he was invitational or stronger.
Or stronger, yeah.
Yeah, over on the other side, there was straight game force.
Okay, yeah. So he showed, and that's why 3 spades was the sign off, and he continued to bid 4, showing the game forcing raise.
Now I'm on 19.
You're on 19. Okay. Well, we won't be long at this side of the table. I'm pretty positive. He'll take the heart.
He's got his 4 tricks, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it does indeed. Yeah. And they claim 4 spades -1. It's nice when you're watching the real game, because a lot of times they will claim when the hand is over and there's no time to be able to do anything else. Whereas in a lot of less experienced players will play every trick out, even though they know they can't make the contract. Okay, so we have another interesting one here. 19, the dealer is south. They're going to open a spade. Well, I don't think West will make a bid at our table, will they?
Oh, 1 spade, pass,
yeah,
and then 2 hearts will arrive, I'd say.
That's reasonable. Will North pass 1 spade?
Yeah.
With a 5 count?
Oh yeah, well, Tom Hanlon, yeah, maybe. He might non-favorable vulnerability.
Non-vulnerable versus full. He might like to get in there. He might stick in a 1-note trump.
He might.
Yeah, they might get to their fit. Will East come in over a bit of North?
I think they will.
Vulnerable?
Maybe not.
Versus none. The quality of the suit isn't fantastic. Well, there's the good bid by you, Eamon. You spotted that straight away. Well done.
I don't know about that now.
You know Hanlon. You have a good experience.
Well, sure, he knows bridge. This fella did all right. Surely.
It's in the pass out seat. It can't really be. I don't think it's a crime.
What did we learn years ago? You add 3 points to your hand and then you bid, is it?
Yeah. Borrow a king. Well,
it's hard to borrow a king when you've got 3.
No. Maybe you could even borrow an ace in this case. It has to be worth it.
Right.
It has to be worth it. No, it's just
what I meant was borrowing the king of diamonds wouldn't do you much good. To Singleton.
Double from Tommy Garvey, showing a better than minimum opening bid for whatever their limit is. What's their limit of their opening?
I don't even know what they're playing.
You might check. You might check for us.
Yeah, I can.
Eamon. Thanks, Eamon. So double is showing a better than minimum opening shortness in hearts. So it's what West will bid on this hand now. West wants to show that they just bid 4 hearts. Very interesting.
4 hearts, right? Well, at least Hanlon's not on lead.
Well, 4 hearts should go down.
Well, it'd be well down quick if Hanlon was on lead, because it'd be spade, and the ace of hearts.
It's a double from Hanlon, so that's going to go the same. So they've 2 spades to lose. A heart is 3. A club is 4. And they can't. The diamond finesse isn't right. And if they don't lead a spade, they have 3 spades to lose.
Yeah.
So they have 3 spades, a heart is 4, and a club is 5. So best defense, this could go 2 off. Now there's no entry. There's no immediate entry into the north hand, so they might have to give up a trick in the wash. So will he win? Will he win in the north, in the west hand, in the dummy hand, and try to lead a heart up?
Okay, they're playing Carrot Club.
Okay, so then the club would be
16 no trump, and 11 to 13 1 club, or 17 any.
Yeah, so it's sort of his double is limited to 16.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why he could double with the hand he had. It's
It's
not
the same reason why all the precision people can do
double
doubles.
exactly with limited openers. And the north hand could have even been a slightly bit stronger on certain cases. With short spades, they might even pass with a 6 and a 7 count. Wouldn't that be correct?
Yeah.
So it's a tricky hand for declarer. He's a lot of work to do, but he might decide if a diamond is switched to finesse the diamond. Even if it loses, it can't cost, but a spade coming through is going to be quite difficult for them. So he should lead it.
John Carroll has it a bit easier in his room.
What are they in?
3 hearts.
Are they doubled?
No.
So they're not doubled and they're a level lower.
Yeah.
So this could be a decent size board. I do expect 4 to go off. I can't see him given all the tricks. Now he won't play another club. He knows his partner doesn't have the 10 of clubs, because if his partner had the jack and 10 of clubs, he would have played the 10 of clubs at trick 1.
So he'll fire a diamond through.
So he'll fire a diamond through, and now it's whether Steve Levinson will take the chance of the finesse. I think it's very risky. He has to draw 3 rounds of trumps, and he doesn't have an awful lot of tricks. But I think he's going to be able to end play Tommy Garvey to potentially have to give up a spade trick. Although he has enough exit cards in diamonds. So it's a tricky situation. How has the defense gone at the other table?
The other table.
He finessed the diamond.
Yeah, the other table has 5 tricks up for East-West. It's 5-1.
Yeah, well, this is now losing 2 spades and a rough, and you still have to lose the club trick. So Tom and Tommy Garvey are playing standard.
John has end played the guy with the queen of clubs.
We said, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going 3 down doubled at this table. A club switch. Oh, no, the club will go away. I apologize.
My fella made 3 hearts over the other side.
It's going to be a 12 imp gain to Ireland. 500 at one side.
And 140.
That's 640, which is 12 imps.
Yeah.
So as soon as this board goes in, Eamon, I'll have a look at the scores on the screen. Scores on the doors, and we'll have a little look. And we'll watch one more board, and then we'll have a little break for a half an hour, and we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, so board 20 has gone in. So Ireland are up to 10 victory points behind England. Wales have moved up to 3rd, and the SBU have dropped down to 4th. There's 12 boards to go. So there's anything could happen. And that if we just scroll down, we can see the scores by round, 13.78. So 12 boards is about 90 minutes bridge. So I think, Eamon, we will have a look at one more board, no?
Fine, yeah.
Hopefully it's an interesting one.
1 spade, 2 diamonds. Oh, 3 diamonds, okay.
So that's showing
click on that
invitational, obviously, in diamonds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's only 10 points and long diamond suit, so probably 2 diamonds is game force, is it?
Yeah. So they don't use a forcing no trump. So if the diamond finesse was right, you'd have a very good chance at 3 no trump. But with the diamond finesse not being right, they're going to lose 2 clubs, a diamond, a heart, and a spade. So best defense, they can beat 3 diamonds. I think are we going to get a heart lead? Yeah, our second highest from our bad suit. So that does them no good. A discard in heart doesn't do them any good, Eamon. So I think this is going to fail. How has the bidding gone at the other side?
Oh, it's still going. They're at the 3 heart level at the moment.
North, who's in 3 hearts?
5 diamonds. 5 diamonds.
Wow. Wow. So 5 diamonds minus. It's not going to go well for them. I hope they don't get doubled.
They haven't.
Well, that's a relief because that'll be a lot of imps back. So they are going to gain imps back, but not as many. Now, I suppose it's not, I mean, you know, it was never, I don't think it was ever going to make Eamon. It needed an awful lot to be right to make because you have 2 clubs and a spade to lose off the top before the heart finesse and the diamond finesse. It is interesting if your partner opens 1 spade and you have a singleton, it's not necessarily a good card unless your partner has the ace of spades. Wasted values, and you'd much prefer the ace of spades than the king. It's 6 points. It's more points and it's not as good a holding as the ace.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going well for them at this side. And if it's not going well for them at this side, I think it's going to be 5 imps, Eamon, isn't it? 3 off at...
It could be 3. It could be 3 off in the 5 diamonds and 1 off.
Yeah, and 1 off at the other side. So at least they did well and got off to the good lead to put them off.
Three.
So 5 imps. So 12 boards.
Yeah, it's gone down 1 at least.
At least. So we'll leave this match, and just before we go, maybe we'll have a look at one of the other tables. So we've got Tony Ratcliffe and Wales versus Northern Ireland. We're looking at Ireland. We were Ireland versus Scotland, the SBU versus England. So we'll have a look at the SBU versus England, maybe.
Yeah, go on.
And we'll have a look at Liz McGowan. Liz McGowan is a world-class player, has won many medals for Great Britain. And I think they've qualified for World Championships as Scotland as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just have
next time.
Well, I know in previous years, yeah. So they're all playing the same boards, aren't they?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. So 3 hearts. Not going to go well for them. They have an awful lot of losers. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and 2 spades. And the ace of hearts. So it's kind of tricky. A lot of points in the north-south hand. 3-no trump, alerted, curious as to what that shows. Shown the minors.
He's telling a little lie, is he?
Well, he might have already denied showing a fit in
clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the minors, sure. I mean, he has 5 diamonds and he has 3 cards for his partner's 1 club opening.
Yeah.
1 club, 1 spade. 3.
So if they play in, even if North decides to play in 3-no trump, well, everything works out well for them, don't they? 5 clubs, 5 diamonds. They've 13 tricks in 3-no trump. But will they? Well, as the cards lie.
Yeah, well, maybe then they better bid a little bit more and get more points.
Well, 5 clubs, you see, that's shut out now.
Yeah,
so that's a bit tricky.
Not going to go. I don't think. No, he's not going to go anymore.
No, it'd be very tricky to go more. You don't know your partner has all these controls in spades, hearts, diamonds, and all the suits. So now, because you might have to rough hearts, you can't take a club finesse. So do you play it wide open and finesse the clubs? Or do you rough the hearts? 12 tricks no matter what, I think, with the king of diamonds being right. So yeah, Liz is roughing the heart. She'll then probably cross to the spade, rough another heart, play the
She'd be
ace.
going her best, her safest way to 11 tricks.
Yeah, and I think she'll cross to the spade, rough another heart, cross to the cash the club, rough and cross to the spade, and play the queen of spades. And now she's cold on most lines, or she might finesse a diamond. No, I don't think she'll need to finesse the diamond. How are you watching the Irish team?
Well, I have good news for you, Thomas.
What's the good news?
5 diamonds -1.
Wow. So they gave them several tricks.
Looks like it.
Yeah, you see, I think if you don't get the heart lead, you might have a problem. Do you know what I mean? It's not as easy. The heart lead almost beats it straight away. If you don't get the heart lead, they might have to duck a spade when the spade is led. So that's fabulous news.
Club lead.
Well, that keeps the scores the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, flat board.
Flat board. That's great news for Ireland. Yeah. So again, at this stage of the game, Eamon, it's just about keeping in touch with England, isn't it? The leaders or whoever. I mean, it's England because they're the leaders. Yeah.
So John Carroll will come back and your man will go 3 diamonds -1. If it was face to face, 3 diamonds -1, your man will go push.
Yeah, the word won't be said. A word won't be said. Not at all. Yeah, until they check the results later. So this board is not going. It's going as we predicted.
6.
Yes, it's going to make 5.
11.
Yeah, so we'll have a look at the other Scottish table just to finish off. There's the other Scottish table, SBU
right
versus England. Yeah. Now they're on board 23, but we'll go to their board 21 just to have a look at what they did. Yeah, they were in Trino Trump +2, so that'll be a little bit of a couple of imps gain for England for playing in Trino Trump +2.
2 imps.
Yeah, they didn't risk one of the finesses. Okay.
Sure, why would you?
Well, they had the one they took worked,
so
I think that would be good enough reason. Okay, Eamon. So we'll call it a spot for there, and we'll see you in a little bit for the part 2.
Right. Are you going to save this? And I'm sorry.